Well, as promised, I've come back to the Laxey Glen here in, of course, Laxey, where else? And it's great to talk to Ed again. Ed, you're literally about to get ready for the opening, and this has changed a lot since we were last here. I think it was more for kids last time, right, when we were here? Yeah.
Well, it was a cafe stroke event venue previously, but we've just done a lot of work, and it's taking us a good 4 or 5 months of graft to just get to where we are, and we're starting to see the clouds are parting, and we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Tricky time of the year, October, to get everything finished, right? We were hoping for summer. Was it not possible?
We were hoping for the summer and to hopefully get things up and going and have a good summer to help us through the winter. But unfortunately, just the way these things go, that didn't transpire, and the delays that sort of happened put us back.
Should we start outside? We'll just take the cameras out, and you've been clearing massive amounts of shrubbery.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we've just looked at the site, and as I mentioned last time you came, we had a stage plan to try and improve the site as a whole, just to make the place a little bit more appealing and somewhere interesting to come and a little bit more fun for visitors. There were a lot of paths that we saw a lot of benefit in clearing away and opening up, and it just gives the chance for visitors to the site to have a bit of an adventure.
Well, I should point out, because you and Def are sort of working this together, I mean, it's their thing, but you're doing your bit.
Absolutely, we've had a lot of support from DEFA, so that's been great. We've been able to really push forward with a partnership, effectively with DEFA, and long may that continue. They've got some great plans. We had a walk around the other week, and they've again suggested that there's going to be some future works carried out, which will really benefit the site.
So tell us about this. Is it a coffee shop or something? How do you describe it?
It is a cafe bar bistro in the making. Mm-hmm. So we are hoping to open the next week or two as a cafe, and then we're still working on the licensing. We'll then, once that's complete, we'll then open up as a bar, put the bar element into the cafe, so then that becomes the cafe bar, and then following on from that, the bistro element, where you can get fresh food in the evening and come and enjoy a bite to eat and a drink.
And you've got this events room.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been working hard in the events room again. When we moved in, it was great, but it had grey ceilings, and just being the provenance of the actual building being Victorian, we thought, well, let's lighten it up, let's brighten everything up, and we went white and white. So it's nice and light there now, and we've put in some new lights, and I think it's going to lend itself to be a very accommodating event space for people.
You need to get people on board, don't you? I mean, Laxey residents and people to come here. I mean, it's had such a checkered sort of history, this place. Do you think you can? Obviously, you think you can, but it is people, isn't it, that now you need once it's open?
Yeah, I think the hard work here is being done. So all of the graft, or the majority of the graft, is sort of we're seeing the end of that. So now it's time to engage the community and actually be able to put our efforts and time back into the community to be able to try and sort of get people involved in the site now, and which we've had a lot of interest. We've put some shouts out on Manx Radio. There's been some community groups that have popped up that have discussed maybe forming a community Men of the Glen or sort of thing, which is great. Barclays have rung up and offered to maybe support with some help with their staff. So anything like that would be fantastic. It is a community space.
And is it ongoing? This, I mean, is this part one of the project, or is this it sort of thing? More to do?
No, absolutely part one. So what we have here is a unique opportunity to take a beautiful Victorian landscaped space that has been allowed to naturally grow and regrow, which is fantastic, and then just have a look at how that can be managed into the future, and what areas that the Glen could actually lend itself to the future. So the boating lake used to be a boating lake. It's obviously not going to be a boating lake anymore, but maybe it could become a park or a recreational area of interest of some description that would allow the site to be regenerated, if you like, into the future.
Well, it's exciting, and we'll join you on the journey, and we'll come back in a few months' time, yeah?
Absolutely. Please come back whenever you like.